A dream to spin fire. The NFT analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From meme coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know.
Good morning, Mega GM Slam Nation fam. Yesterday was the day, man. Yesterday was the magic day that maybe wasn't so magic. Oh boy. DK, good morning. Cats Fanatic, good morning, buddy. Good to see you, sir. Hey, just like we thought. Let's throw that up on the screen. It was priced in. And we knew it. We knew it. Everyone, I mean, I would hope it. I would hope everybody knew it was priced in. And I think like we thought as well, what wasn't priced in is future rate cuts, Jerome Powell's words not priced in. And we're going to take a look at the markets this morning, but the price action we're seeing this morning, I think it perfectly shows how we felt after his speech yesterday. A lot of uncertainty, not sure the direction. I'll tell you what, I'm not feeling so optimistic. I'm not. I'm bullish about next year, but, and I'm just going to leave it at that, but it's a lot of things that I just think we don't know. I know what he does. What's up, CJ? Good morning. CJ, I can't wait to get your thoughts on how it went. I think it probably went exactly like you were thinking. I'm betting on that, I think. We'll get into it. Solana Breakpoint going on right now, too. It's actually pretty quiet out there. Breakpoint, pretty incredible. I can't wait to talk. We might actually watch some of the Solana Breakpoint conference. There's some really cool stuff coming from there live right now. We'll probably take a peek at that. Let's get into it. Let me kick off the stream over on Abstract. There we go. Hey, for once it works right away. Real cool. All right, there we go. We're live on Solana. Hey, one day we'll be live on Solana. We're live on Abstract right now. What's up, Luna? Good morning. Gravity, good morning. We're live on Abstract. And we're live on X. And YouTube and Kick. Wherever you're watching, thank you. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. But come over to YouTube over here. It's CryptoSlam over on that side. Subscribe over here. You know what? Real quick, I'm going to unshare and then reshare our little audio issue we have. I want to just take care of that from the start. Because we're going to listen to some clips today from Breakpoint. Mufasa, GM, man. I feel like Luna's just crushing it, dude. I love it. What's up, Luna? Man, we're gearing up for a big show. I'll say this. I've been up since 2 a.m. prepping. Not for this show even, not for today's show, but for the big show next week. It's going to be the biggest show I've ever done, even if it's not view-wise, and it might not be, right? X is really, boy, it's slow out there, man. It's slow. You know, I'm talking like reach and engagement and views, and I'm not even tweeting stuff really, but, you know, you feel it. I know you feel it. I know you see it. Slower news, slower what? Slower. Which can be kind of nice too. It's conferences, it's the holiday season, it's all of it. Still, it's going to be the biggest show I've ever done. When you see the list of guests, and, you know, probably when we talk about some of the guests, you know, just like organically on the show, I'll probably mention them to you guys, but we'll save, you know, the official announcement for when it's time for the official announcement, which I'll tell you this. It's either tomorrow or Monday. I think Monday's the best date for an announcement, right? So probably Monday. I love it, Luna. I love it. Follow us at Slam Nation X. The show next week. Like right now, we're streaming on Slam Nation X. Next week, the big show. I'll tell you this. It's Thursday. The big show on Thursday is not going to be on Slam Nation X. It'll be over on the CryptoSlam account. You guys are following already, so you're not going to miss it. And by the way, it's going to be all day. It's probably going to be another marathon show. I'm really excited for it. It's probably going to be like I don't know, 4 or 5 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. kind of thing. But again, we're going to have some guests on there that are from way outside of the virtuals ecosystem. You'll see partners of CryptoSlam. You'll see some others that, yeah, you're going to see some names there. It's going to be really, really cool. Anyway, if you're building out there, come join us in Slam Nation. You're building agents, you're building dashboards, DEXs, your crypto products and tools. You need data to power these things. And by the way, now it's getting to the point where everybody has some form of access to data. And so what sets you apart is the best data. Come plug into it. Reach out to us over here on Slam Nation X. You can DM me at Hudah_idiot. But join us in Slam Nation. We're going to connect you to our APIs. We're going to give you some free credits to actually access it, to start feeling out what data we have. And by the way, we have everything, but especially on Ethereum and on Base. We have it and more. All these proprietary, what do we even call it? I'm not the data guy, obviously, but these really, really incredible metrics. It's pretty awesome stuff, man. Custom endpoints for you. You need an endpoint. We have all the data. If you need specific data sets, specific endpoints created, that's what we do. Anyway, join us. Come feel it out. Come check it out. I also want to get you on the show. So join us in Slam Nation. It's the data. It's the show. We'd love to build with you. We just partnered with Carve as well. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Hang on. Let's go to the CryptoSlam account. But Carve, a very, very awesome. I'll drop there. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I hope so. Really, really interesting infrastructure company. We're talking blockchain, but very AI focused. Our newest partner here, you'll be seeing and hearing more about this. But just so you're aware, and we'll drop this in the chat too. There's a creator campaign going on right now. And we're in it. Oh, dude, pretty sweet rewards too. $45,000. All right, can't beat that. They may be on the show next week, actually. They might be on the show next. If they're not on the big show, maybe that gives you a little idea how big the show is going to be. If they're not on the big show, they'll be on an episode of Slam Nation just on their own. They deserve it. But keep up with all this stuff, man. Follow us at CryptoSlam.io. And final shill, whatever. The Swarm_AI. I told you guys, I'm bad with this, by the way. I told you we have an announcement, a change, or whatever coming this week. Might be saved for the big show. I don't know. Stay tuned. Maybe it's this week. It's probably next week. Follow along over there. All right. Couple quick things coming from Breakpoint, and then we're going to get right to the market talk. FOMC. But announced at Breakpoint here. Just like we saw with Base tokens, all of them listed on Coinbase, you now have the same happening with Solana meme coins, Solana tokens, not just meme coins. Everything on Solana now tradable right on Coinbase. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. DM me, Luna. I might just do that with you. I might just do that with you. It's time. It's time to get back in the action. And, you know, like I've said, this is the least exposed I've been to the market, and I'm not trading anything. And I don't like it. There's opportunities still on the downside too, especially on the downside right now. Yeah, Luna, I'll probably jump in. I should. But really great to see Solana on Coinbase, every token. By the way, maybe some people thought when this happened with Base tokens, it meant, hey, here we go. It's game time. It's like, you know, super. I don't want to call people using Coinbase super normies, but people using Coinbase are going to rush to all these new tokens, right? Maybe not. And the same here. It's great. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. But does it mean these tokens pump? Not. There's so many. Our problem is too many tokens. It's a good problem to have. It's like where we were heading anyways, but it is what it is. I'm going to show you as well. There you go. Yeah. Dude, Cats, remind me the project's name that just implemented that. I'm going to show you. For me, the coolest thing I've seen at a breakpoint so far. It's not like a typical blockchain kind of story. It's like we're talking real infrastructure layer. This is awesome to me. Check this out, man. We're talking like a whole separate. I don't want to say a whole separate internet for Solana, but we're having dedicated fiber cables just for crypto transactions for the blockchain. I love this. I'm going to play this real quick. This is the stuff that gets me excited here.
What this is, though, is a new approach to building networks.
By the way, audio check. We're good. I think we're good. What's up, Sir Billy? What's up, Peace? AI. I love it. Oh, hang on. Let me retweet the show. Give me a quick. Okay, good.
Powered by tokens. And so we have many independent contributors. Again, outdated slides. We're now up to 15. And these 15 contributors are contributing fiber capacity to the 00 network. Again, these are physical cables that are being connected in to build this alternative pathway for Solana. And this is the first time this has ever been done. All other high-performance networks that exist are run by one central company with one central set of admin keys. That doesn't exist on the 00 network. There are 15 contributors contributing these individual fiber lines.
That's badass. Sorry, it's badass. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see what crypto looks like in 5 years, but I still believe next year is going to be pretty damn special. It's things like that. Awesome to see. All right, yesterday, FOMC and its impact on the market, not great. Not great. We got as high, what, on Monday? Monday, we were up 93K Bitcoin. Maybe we touched 94 in that ballpark. It really did feel like maybe we rounded that corner. It was like super hopium, for sure. Yes, sir. Super hopium, because here we are right back at 90. And I don't think anyone has confidence we hold that level. Not after FOMC yesterday and again, the uncertainty we have following it. ETH, 3190. Ripple 201, BNB 867, and Solana 131. We're down across the board here in the past 24 hours across the crypto majors. Tron a little different. Okay. I see you, Tron. Look, we were hoping for a really bullish day yesterday. We knew rate cuts were coming. We were hoping there was going to be talk of more rate cuts coming sooner. We were hoping. I don't think any of us thought that was likely, but still hoping. Quick look at ETF volume while we're here, by the way. Bitcoin ETFs, 223 million inflows yesterday. Over on ETH. Come on, no ads. There we go. 57 million inflows. And then Solana. There's the ad. There we go. Solana. 4.9 mil in inflows. All right, we'll take it. Got some job numbers, jobless claims, 236,000. Is this the first week of December? Estimated to be 220,000. Not great. And this actually ties to FOMC, where the jobs market is one of the biggest factors here weighing their decisions. So we got our 25 basis point cut. All right, Peace is calling 58K Bitcoin by August and then all-time high by October. So we're like a year out. It's, what's cool here? I like this. Everybody's got their take on where we're going, and every single take makes sense. They do. Every single take, I'm like, I can see that. I could see that playing out. There's so many things that we just don't know yet, so we can't, really make that like definitive take, but everybody's takes are solid here. I think Mufasa maybe has the best one. Just stack gold and silvers. Gold and silver. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Luna, maybe we got to get you on here one day to dive into Solana tokenomics. Never understood it. Never. By the way, aren't they fixing their tokenomics, like their emission, like slashing it in half? I do need to wrap my head around Solana tokenomics for sure. Okay, our 25 basis point cut. Love it. Yay. Again, expected. Powell talking about their two goals. One goal is to deal with the jobs market. The other is inflation. It's a problem because they're on opposite sides, and you fix them different ways. You cut rates if you're trying to, I don't know, stimulate the labor market, but it ain't great for inflation. Saying inflation's still elevated, but their goal is to get inflation down to 2%. That's the goal. That's what's motivating them. And I think it's safe to say, is this stagflation? Safe to say here? Interesting stuff from Powell, by the way, when he talks about the jobs market. And we'll come to that shortly here. But some talk about AI, which, you know, my ears perk right up then. But I did like hearing Powell say interest rates going to stay the same, be cut a little, be cut a lot. Now, why I like that so much is before Powell actually went up and started his speech, there were reports from the Fed that they may actually be raising rates next year, that we may get one cut next year followed by raises. And maybe that was reported incorrectly, but that was the report probably 15 minutes before Powell took the stage. And I messaged Henry. I'm like, dude, this is it. This is it. We dump hard now. I was expecting Powell to come up and actually say that rate hikes next year. I was expecting him to come up and say it. I'm glad he didn't. Unless he said it and I missed it. I don't think he said it. I mean, okay, the truth is we're bullish rate cuts because we want bags up right this second. Right? That's what we want. But Mufasa's right. And by the way, you guys I love the comments. You guys are my co-hosts. You know this. Po boy, Zcash not slowing down, privacy meta strong. The privacy meta is one of the few things you should be betting on right now. I probably should have done this. I don't think it's even too late. I think Zcash has got a lot of room. I do. Fogo is a privacy play. That's new coming up. We'll talk about that shortly. I still like Mute Swap. Right? There's stuff in the virtuals ecosystem. Privacy meta is more than a meta. We've got the new Midnight token right in the Cardano ecosystem. I think that may be a really, really spicy play too. I would bet big on the privacy meta. Big. Part of that is because so many people are coming on chain and they're going to realize here's what's going to happen. Normies are going to come on chain next year. I believe this in a big way. And like I always say, a percent of them are going to come and find the stuff we're into. Small, tiny percent, but it's going to be a lot of people come in here and they start learning about blockchain tech and they get spooked about how not private crypto is, because it's not private at all. It's the opposite. And I think they find the appeal of privacy coins. And the ones that they can't track, they ban, like Monero. I think there's something really special that's happening, just starting to happen in privacy coins, and I think explodes next year. I think privacy coins are the best meta to be, at least paying attention to right now, but probably the best plays out there right now. But again, I like Powell saying more cuts probably coming. Either no cuts or some cuts or maybe a lot of cuts, but he didn't say raising rates, which is, for me, was a huge win yesterday based on what we heard just before he took the stage. I'll take it. They also announced $40 billion worth of treasury bill purchases in December. We should see more in January. We should see more after that. How long it goes, we don't know yet. CJ can correct me here or chime in if he's got more info, how long that happens for. It's not quantitative easing. It's not. Some people argue it is, and fair. I can't argue it. I'm not going to argue it. They say it's like QE, but just by a different name. It's still money printing. I don't think it is. Mufasa, what do you mean here? Privacy on watch with the SlamAI wallet. Tread carefully. Curious. Good. This helps. This does help. This is actually some pretty damn bullish news that we were expecting too. This is part of the end of quantitative tightening. It is not QE, but we're hoping we see an impact in the market from this. We'll see. I was hoping we'd see it now. Again, no mention of rate hikes plus this. I was hoping we'd be in a much better spot today than this, fam. Oh, really? Mufasa. Okay. Huh. Implications are what, Mufasa? That privacy, private swaps in washers and whatever are banned? I know you got him, Luna. I know you got him. Luna's fighting the hyperliquid guys. It's the battle for like the soul of perps. It's hyperliquid versus lighter. Luna's got it. Anyway, I was hoping for a lot better than this, to be honest. I was. Maybe it's to come still. Who's still betting on a Santa rally, guys? Yeah. Mufasa saying the Fed will clamp down on these privacy platforms. The washers, something like Tornado Cash, things like that. That said, it's a losing battle. You'll always have a way to get to them. But and we had those favorable rulings before, but I mean, you'll see here too. We're going to talk Clarity Act, and there is pushback from Democrats, and it probably, is on those lines of privacy. Probably is. Now, Powell thinking that these job gains that have been reported, I don't remember where that is, by the way. I don't remember seeing any job gains. Did I miss that? Job gains overstated by 60,000 in recent months? Okay, now that happens all the time, too. Right? There's always reports, especially end of year, that they're going to revise. Oh, maybe that's it, actually. They'll usually revise the numbers down. Usually, I remember seeing it last year and being shocked by how much further down they were going to revise it, like 1 million plus jobs. But the job market is where I think I see Powell and the Fed's biggest concern. It doesn't feel like it's inflation. He talked about tariffs, by the way. And I'm trying to make this make sense myself, but saying that the tariff price hikes that we've seen is like a one-time thing, and he thinks it's something that washes through and that prices end up coming down. It actually does make sense, right? Cost of goods up because of tariffs. Of course, the taxes are passed on to us, but we're going to find these like alternative supplies. We'll find supply coming from countries that do not have such high tariffs. It takes time. It's a process. Many, many months. But Powell thinks, and the Fed thinks, that inflation comes down just because of that, because the tariff thing has worked its way through the system. This is why I'm really worried still about the Supreme Court ruling that tariffs are illegal. Not that, I mean, obviously it's going to bring prices down, but it introduces more chaos. That's one of the biggest things I'm worried about here. And yes, by the way, Moonship, yes, Tornado Cash won recently. There were some very positive developments when it came to privacy apps and code being free speech. But yeah, by the way, okay, I'm going to jump between some comments here, but because I have to take a side, and I don't want to be so wishy-washy with my take. I was betting on a Santa rally. I'm going to stick with it. My bet is Santa rally still by the end of the year. But I'll tell you, in my gut, in my heart, I'm not sure about it. I'm not. I'm going to go with that take, but because I have to. I'm going to lock that in. Santa rally, yes. But do I believe it? I don't know. Okay. Mufasa talking about this privacy wallet, I believe, or washer, cleanser, whatever. Devin founder going to prison and report in a week. Huge petition going around for Trump to pardon. Interesting, man. That should be. Dude, like Solana Seeker last week, to me, that was maybe the biggest story. And now, Mufasa, I'm with you. This is a big story. And I'm with you here, too. Code is free speech. Internet's gotten cooler, but also worse in so many ways, man. Just really has. Brutal, Luna. Brutal. Powell also saying conditions in the labor market cooling. Yes. Like we saw with the jobless claims. Inflation remains elevated. Yes, again, stagflation. Now, Powell was asked during the Q&A, and I love that. That to me is the best part. That's where you can kind of get Powell to go off script, but he's not going to. But there's a chance, right? He was asked to weigh in on the tariffs, and he said he wouldn't. Just said it's not his job to, influence anything, share his thoughts. It's not, no comment from him about that. Oh, CJ, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. We'll get him even this weekend, whenever. He was also asked about AI. Is what we're seeing in the jobs market here, is it directly related to AI and jobs starting to get replaced? And Powell definitely said, and I like this a lot, by the way, he definitely said that we're seeing less hiring because of AI. We're not seeing jobs eliminated because of AI, but we are probably seeing less hiring. But he talked a bit deeper about it, and I loved it. Again, I loved it. He talked about how AI actually makes us more productive, how it's making us better at our jobs, things that are now like just obvious to us. It's very common. It's a very common take here, especially, you guys, us, we're really plugged into that now. Most people in the real world are not. They have, like I used to, they've bought into that narrative that AI is just going to replace these jobs and it's going to be a disaster. And yes, I think that comes still. I really do. That's more when robots, reach, a certain point. But for here and now, it's just that AI is making us better, more efficient, more productive. And that could lead to really awesome things in the economy. We're not there yet. But again, he did say it is causing some employers to not hire. There is an effect there. It's just not big yet. Okay, Howard Lutnick wanted more rate cuts, deeper rate cuts. I'm sure he wanted a whole %. Of course. Be crazy, right? Like, let's be real. Even a 50 basis point cut would be kind of crazy. But he wanted it. And I don't know, by the way, you know what I'm really curious about this? Is this Lutnick towing the line? Or is that genuinely what he believes would be good? I'm not sure about that. I'm genuinely not sure about that. I'm not sure. Because then you have Trump saying absolutely insane things like this. Can't see why we can't have 20% or 25% GDP growth. That kind of stuff is shocking. To be honest, it is. Okay, I might say something like that because I'm a degen, and that's like crazy hopium, and that's pumping your bags. And right, we've lived in that headspace of it's different up and to the right forever. Yeah, I get where he comes from this, but that's insane. 20 to 25% GDP growth. I mean, would be nice. Absolutely insane. More than that, here's Trump speaking yesterday. I'm going to play this clip. Maybe we don't do the full minute. Let's hear what Trump had to say. This is following FOMC yesterday.
The market should go up, and we should keep driving it up and have it keep going up and let it be much, much bigger, much, much better. And, growth doesn't mean inflation. They're always afraid that, we have, and if there is inflation, that's okay, then we can slow it down. But we should be able to do a lot better than 3 and 4. We're scheduled to be at 4%, which is pretty amazing because we have a deadhead Fed hair. I mean, this guy, the head of the Federal Reserve is a stiff, and you fight that. It's amazing. We fight that, and yet interest rates are going down, except with him, not too much. He did a rather, I would say, a rather small number that could have been doubled, at least doubled. And that's the other thing. I think the rates for the United States are always the lowest in the world, because without us, there is no world. Without this economy, there's no world.
Okay, so there you go. There's Trump's thoughts on it, which is cut aggressively. I don't know what world he lives in. I don't know if he knows how reckless it is and dangerous. I don't know if he knows or just doesn't care, if it's him sticking to his script. I don't know. He does look tired, man. CJ, yeah, I like the point. CJ agrees the Fed shouldn't fight tariff-specific inflation with rate policy, though, if they see it as a one-time thing, and that is absolutely what they believe here. And again, they see that the effects of tariffs cools off over the next few months here, which would be great. I think we're all rooting for that. We just don't know. Okay, here's what happens. Supreme Court rules tariffs illegal. Trump has his plan B, and whatever that plan B is, I think is going to end up being horrible. Just assuming that. I'm just going to assume that. Powell also saying the housing market's a problem. Right? Said we can raise and lower interest rates, but we don't have the tools to address a secular housing shortage, structural housing shortage. Which is crazy too. There shouldn't be a housing shortage. We have a problem with who owns houses, who owns homes here. We shouldn't have any shortage here is artificial. Stop it, Luna, dude. Stop it. Bitcoin 89. Okay, look. We're heading back to the low 80s, aren't we? We're like one fucked up comment from Trump away from the 70s. That's what it feels like right now, right? Who disagrees? Let's hear it. Who disagrees? Instead of Santa Rally, we might be back in the low 80s. Mufasa's got us at 69K. Real. Plan B is, 100-year mortgage. Exactly. See? Yeah. Moonship gets it. Yep. Luna's got us at 58. Pieces has us at 68. DK at 69. Okay. Are we all on that page now too? We hope Santa Rally. But if that doesn't happen, it's probably not that we're just ranging right here. It's probably low 80s. It's probably somewhere in the 70s, right? Do we all think we're heading there in the short term? Cutie's got us at 99. Okay. I'm going to go with Cutie because I prefer that. If we fall to the 60s or 70s, by the way, I am buying. That's probably the point where I'm buying. It probably is. I'm going to stick with my gut here that next year has a chance to be very special. And I start buying. DK actually has the Santa Rally to 104, then down to 69. Load up on MicroStrategy. Okay. I don't hate that at all. Actually, that's great. Yeah, there's Powell. AI makes us more productive. Yeah, it really does. Gravity's got us to 100. Okay. I've never seen a time, guys. I'm telling you, I've never seen a time here in crypto where we're so split. I don't remember seeing it. I don't. I've been doing this long enough. I'm telling you, I don't remember a time where we were so split. I don't remember. Raul Powell is at Solana Breakpoint. Let's play a clip here. And he's calling alt season in 2026. I've not listened to this yet. I can't wait. It's going to make a comment. Let's get through this and then yeah.
Are driven by the business cycle. So with the business cycle currently low, we haven't had alt season. And everyone's like, I can't believe they've robbed us of alt season. It's never going to happen. There's too many tokens. We can't have nice things and all of that bullshit we hear all day. It's not. It's just the economy's stupid, because what happens is when earnings go up, when the business cycle is strong, you have more earnings and you invest those earnings further out the risk curve. It's just really basic stuff. It happens for exactly the same as small caps, exactly the same with junk bonds, credit. They all operate in exactly the same way, and the business cycle has been subdued. Listen to Scott Bessent. He's telling you all day, as is Trump, is we're going to have a banner year next year. Why? Because they're going to jam the market with liquidity, and they're going to jam fiscal stimulus through.
Sorry, that was low, I think, right? But we had audio. That was a dumb place to stop it. Hang on.
As well. Yeah, if you think about it, the US is a service-based economy. They're going to get rid of tax on tips. That's a huge boost to people. There's like $1.5 trillion that will flow into the banking system just from that stuff alone, from the big, beautiful bill. Then we've got the changes to the SLR that allows maybe $3 or $4 trillion of credit creation from the banking system. We've got enormous amounts of this stuff lining up. Why? Because they wanted to win the election. You know, the good thing is, for once, we've actually got a macro hedge fund manager running the treasury. So I know how he thinks. He was a long-term global.
I think we're good there. Okay, quick question, guys. To Moonship's point, when I play videos, is it always quiet? If so, I got to do some testing. What's up, Mike Bennett? Good morning, man. If it's always low, then I got some work to do. If it's like that one was low when it started, I know why, though. But if it's always low, I got to figure something out. CJ, if all U.S. companies decide to raise their prices 5% today because of tariffs and keep them steady from there, the Fed can't fight it by raising interest rates next month. That's your point. Okay. Yep. Oh, it's always okay. How about, okay, the end of that video when I turned up the volume, was it still quiet?
Macro investor subscriber. I've known him for 20 years, and we understand he.
Like that's still quiet? Really? Okay. Okay, quick test. Okay, any difference here?
Global macro investor subscriber. I've known him for 20 years, and we understand he understands the game, which is jam the business cycle going into the elections. So we've got that. We've got the debt to roll.
No change. Was there a change there or no change? I didn't know it was a third. That was better. If that was better, oh shit. Okay, okay. Then I think we got it. Okay, hang on. Is it better as in good? Like, is that fine? So I'm going to do it one more time. Is that like good to go?
That allows maybe $3 or $4 trillion of credit creation from the banking system. We've got enormous amounts of this stuff lining up. Why? Because they want.
Okay, so if that's like doable, then I know what it is. It's turning up like my like. It's just turning up the Windows volume to 100%. Okay. Should I still tweak it? I'll do this on my own time, guys, but it still needs a little work, or is that fine? Damn, I didn't know. I really need to listen to these whole things. I need to go back and damn, I used to be in that groove. I would re-listen to every single show and make notes, and haven't done that in a while. It's time to do it again. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right, I'll do some tweaking. I'll get in the lab. We'll figure that out. Appreciate you guys though. Okay. Yeah, I'll fuck with it later, and I'll get that in order. Crazy. Good to know though. Okay. Anyway, reasons why I'm optimistic. It's just a few, but they're big ones. Very obvious things. The changes at the SEC, the changes with the administration, very obvious. We had a report from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. I should know what that is. I don't think I've heard. Maybe I have heard of it. But an official report saying that 9 of the largest banks restricted banking access to companies in crypto. We knew this, right? Like, yeah, we knew this, but having it as something we now know is like official policy. This is not a thing that, happened in little pockets. It was more than that. And it's a thing of the past. One of those things that has me very, very excited for next year. Oh, it's the Treasury. Okay. It's something that has me very excited for next year. That said, the thing's hanging over us. Government shutdown in January. Tariffs being ruled illegal. Yes, good for us in the long run, but I think short-term, yikes. Also, by the way, we'll see. If the tariffs are not illegal and the one-time price increase washes over and prices come back, and then Trump actually follows through with something that I don't believe he'll do, but stimmies and eliminate income tax, like, that's crazy. And then we got to start talking about the market a little differently. But that's something hanging over us that's scary. And Hoods, if I didn't say GM, I think I didn't, but GM, good to see you, man. And war. Good old fucking war. Back on the menu. I think we knew this is coming, but not going to stay on this topic long. But just know there's some. I'm a little worried about things. Let's keep moving, and we'll get to virtuals and some NFT news. Actually, want to make sure we got time for NFTs. Who? Me? Me, bro? I think, is he talking about Trump? I think it's a Trump thing. We'll see. We know MicroStrategy is on the cusp of maybe being removed from, is it the NASDAQ 100? Strategy with their proposal to have a more standardized criteria for being in that index. Also think of their kosher still. So we will see the result of that in January. It is a make or break thing for strategy. I mean, that's not totally true at all. It's not, but strategy FUD hurt this market earlier this month, or I should say late last month. It'll do the same in January if they're removed from that index. So be watching for that. Be watching for that. I'll skip this because for time's sake, but talking about next year, of course, he's saying that, but talking about how spicy next year could really get. What else are they going to say? It's going to be a shit year next year at the Solana conference. What else are they going to say? Okay. Now, Clarity Act is very close. We heard yesterday from Cynthia Loomis and plenty of others that it may be passing within the next 2 weeks. I don't think it's passing in the next 2 weeks, but there's progress. We're talking about the Clarity Act here, market structure bill. Democrats have accepted a significant portion of it, but they came back with 3 pages full of counterpoints here. Can I grok that real quick? I can just tell you one of the biggest things is here. Let's grok it. They're very stuck on stablecoin interest or stablecoin yield. They're stuck on it, as in they don't want to let these, crypto custodians give you yield, offer you yield for your stablecoins, which I can't understand. I can't actually. Nature AC had a great take on it. A couple guys had great takes on it. But things have to do with, there you go, illicit finance. But here you go, the Genius Act. So they want a new provision here addressing the Genius Act. They want a ban. Is this what they want? A ban on issuer paid stablecoin yields. They want restrictions on it. They want to. That's right. I remember this now. They want to prevent people from pulling all their money out of their bank account, putting it into stablecoins, and just leaving it on Coinbase or whoever's offering yields on stablecoins, because that's exactly what would happen. And good, let it happen. Or let's bring up the interest that you earn from parking your money in your bank account, your savings account, right? That's probably their biggest sticking point, which is crazy to me. Crazy. Yeah, I like this. From Matt Hogan, banning stablecoins from paying interest is like banning cars from going faster than horses. It's an arbitrary thing when they're making as much money as they are. And here's Nate's take. Tether's going to make $15 billion in profits this year. They just want to share a little with us. That's it. And the fact they want to stop that, they want to stop you from making money. That's literally it. They want to stop you from making easy money, but they want to let the banks do it. Crazy. That's crazy to me. Yep. Good to see you, Crypto Spaces. And yeah, the meeting was okay. It was okay. But we needed more than okay. We needed we needed a surprise there, something hypey or optimistic, and we definitely didn't get it. Yeah, by the way, I just noticed this. Yeah, exactly. Shocking, right? Who would have thought? And Moonship, yep. Park your money in a bank and you lose. You literally lose. Crazy stuff. All right, last point here, then on to AI. And nothing's changed in virtuals. We'll do that quickly today. But Fogo, this is one of the biggest ICOs coming up. Kind of came out of nowhere, too. So I don't really want to say it's a huge ICO, but it's getting some hype. It's getting some attention. It's worth watching. But, man, they're coming out with this pre-sale at $1 billion valuation for what? A blockchain that I'd never heard of before? Hadn't heard before this week? Solana Virtual Machine Layer 1. So it is a blockchain. $1 billion valuation, looking to raise $20 million. This is live next week. It may be a play because of who's talking about it. And what I mean by that is like influencers talking about it. Let's see if market conditions improve. It's just going to be the latest thing people can gamble on. We'll see. I'll say this. It might be a play. I'm not super optimistic about it because I don't know enough about it, but that might be a legit play. Kind of tempted. Do you guys like Gabriel Hines? Crypto Spaces, people say technically no. They say it's not quantitative easing. They say it might function like it, but it's not. And it may be a short-term thing, so I don't know. I would say no, but very easy to convince me the other side too. But no, I think definitely technically no. Do we like Gabriel? I like Gabriel a lot. Mufasa not participating in any ICO. Wow, okay, interesting. I wish I did more of them.
Good morning.
This is Gabriel Haynes. This is fire.
Actually, truth is I don't care. You know what I mean? He's funny as shit, dude. I think he's wicked funny. But I don't care. I don't want to watch a minute of this. But he's really fucking funny. On the Mega Spaces or show next week, I either want to get Gabriel on or Rasmer on. I think I could get Rasmer on. SpaceX, man, fuck yeah. I think I can get Rasmer on. You guys think I can? I think I can get Rasmer. We'll see. All right. Over on cookie.fun and their data's fucked again. Okay, they're showing a $1.2 trillion market cap for AI coins. Something on BNB chain is broken. It's probably the same thing as the other day. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Rasmer's great. He gets so much shit, and he's funny, and he's smart. He's a smart dude. Here, I'm going to pull up Rasmer because I want to remind myself. I'm going to reach out to him. I love it. He wears a Kong shirt all the time. He does. I'm going to hit up Rasmer after. Let's see if we can get him on. He's fucking great. He makes great content. He's a funny dude. Okay. Looking at top agents by market cap here. What do we have? Oh, okay. It's IRC. IRC with a $1.2 trillion market cap. Incredible things. Okay. So let's do the real stuff. It's Fartcoin, Tibber, Toshi, Alkin, Rect. Over on infrastructure. What do we got? FET, Virtual, DCAI, Pippin, still on fire. Ridiculous. And IOTX. I wouldn't mind shorting Pippin here, to be honest. I wouldn't mind shorting Pippin here. If I'm not very optimistic about the market in the next, few days, whatever, I think a Pippin short might not be a bad play. And then on DeFi, it's Venice, Cortex, AI Tech, Olos, and Banker. And then we'll peek Mindshare real quick. And it's Fartcoin, Warp, Elsta, TheraQ, and Cookie. Just crypto spaces. Just get that Aster listing, right? Oh, I was fudding Mike Bennett's bags. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I won't do that, Mike. I'm happy it's cooking. Okay, new launches. Trigon went live. Vita Agent, Max. I mean, there's just nothing happening here right now. And that's okay. And by the way, I know when nothing's happening here, it's very easy to FUD virtuals, and I see that they're getting it out there. Bullish on virtual still. I am. Fuku at 2.8 mil, and I want to check Repo and Reply Corp. And so let's see. All right, let's see. By the way, I think Edie Torque coming on the show maybe next week. I might keep next week clear as well, just to focus on the Thursday show. But they'll be on sooner or later. It's different. It's like a racing simulator ecosystem. It's different. I want to chat. Repo at 26 mil FDV. Repo special. And Reply Corp now over 5 mil FDV. Love it. I love it. I will, Mike. I will. If and I think I always do when I take a position, I'll share. And honestly, I'm not going to short it. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I have my Aster ready to roll. It's the only perps platform I've traded on. Have you seen Surge? No, I haven't seen Surge. Huh. I'll peek at that after. And then on the board here with virtuals or on virtuals. Okay, Trigon's still in its, tax period. This is that NFT project we looked at. Helps you launch an NFT collection. Cool. Real's coming up tomorrow. I like Real. Real's going to do okay tomorrow. Might play Real. Might. I might. It's not a nothing burger. There's something. Yeah, I don't expect anything crazy, but facts. Facts, Luna. Terrible, too. And the only thing I traded was Pulse. That's it. Not a lot going on here. Like Kat said, gosh, I should remember the project name, but Hyperliquid trading right through Butler now, which is pretty cool. But I think the biggest news in AI yesterday was the big old leak that happened. Right? We've been kind of waiting, and Katz and I will chat about this a little more tomorrow, but there's a big old, what's up, Picasso? Good to see you, man. Okay, Polymarket had a market for who's going to be the Times Person of the Year, and AI was one of those choices. This is actually really, really funny. AI was one of the choices. So not a person, but like a computer, basically. And there was actually some serious bets on that AI choice. And what's so freaking funny here is it leaked early. And I think it leaked early twice. It leaked early as in before this tweet, which was when? Okay, today, Time tweeted out the magazine cover. There it is, okay? Now, the winner, the actual Time Person of the Year, is the Architects of AI. It's multiple people. It's all these guys and girls. It's all of them. So what I think happened earlier, like a couple of weeks back, is this cover leaked, and it said AI. And so somebody, and probably a lot of people, beautiful, hell of a play, Cats. People were betting on AI because I think behind the scenes this had leaked, the image cover, but not this one. So people thought they had an automatic, like a slam dunk victory because AI. And it wasn't wrong, but it also wasn't right. The Architects of AI is the winner. I think prediction markets are so fun. They're so fun. That market's done, settled. I'm sure some people made bank. We'll probably find some of those to chat about tomorrow, but GG's to you if you made money there. It looks like, yeah, Cats did. Cats bet no on AI. He's right. All right, on to NFTs real quick. I want to cover the Doodles Mint, which comes to an end in about 5 hours. It's not going well at all. It's pretty bad. NFTs, 9.3 million cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers were up. Buyers were up. Transactions down. Average sale price up. Trade profits still negative. Actually fell yesterday even further, but 1.3 mil in the negative here. NFT's not looking good at all right now, like at all. Fog NFT's not looking good. None of it. In fact, we'll peak at floor prices. Funny enough, like I don't love measuring by floor prices, but kind of necessary, right? Yeah, not much looking good, dude. No, not at all. And funny, Moonship, you're right. So we were chatting this weekend about could AI actually win Person of the Year, right? We weren't sure if this was the first time a non-human could win, and found out twice before a non-human is won Person of the Year. Like the PC, like a computers won Person of the Year in like the 80s, I believe. And then in the late 90s, there's some like organization that was kind of like climate related. So it was something about like the preservation of the earth or something, one Person of the Year. So twice before a non-human has won. So there's precedent if AI would have won this time. But yeah, Person of the Year now is like 8 people. So like now we know for sure Person of the Year we can't take literal. Yikes. I mean, awesome, but yikes. The economy's breaking, man. It's been broken, but it's really breaking. Doodles is very out of touch, and it's a bummer. And I hate covering stuff that's not going well because I don't like being fuddy and negative. But we got to be real about stuff. Doopies was horrible. Like I don't want to say horrible, bad across the board though. It's just every step of the way. This launch was not good. Again, ends in about 5 hours. Only 38% minted. And that's for the low end boxes, the 1 soul boxes. The 3 soul boxes only 14% minted. Yeah. So they have what? 12,000. They have what? 15 or 16,000 NFTs that are going unminted. I want a Naka, by the way. I want a Nakamigo. They have 15 or 16,000 NFTs still that are not going to mint. And what do they do with it? What they should have done from the beginning, airdrop them to your holders. The end. They should go find holders who have never listed an airdrop to them, and they should find holders who have just been in for a long time and airdrop to them and give them multiple. Just give it to your holders. If they're worth nothing, so be it. Whatever they're worth, drive it through your holders. But announcing it last week and then having the sale happen so quickly, and also having the claim period for Doodles holders only open from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. is crazy. I'm a fumble every step of the way. Comms were bad. The mint process bad. The mint, I think location, I think kind of bad. I'm sorry. I think Solana's the wrong place for NFTs. Maybe we'll see with New Oko. All of it bad. Supply bad. Too many. Just so many bad things. By the way, I think this would be totally different if it were on base. Who agrees? If this mint were on base, I'm not going to say it would have minted out, but I think it would have minted maybe double. Maybe it would have minted out too. I think the base ecosystem would have rallied behind this. Again, don't know if it would mint out, but I think it would have been more successful than on Solana. I think so, man. And it would have been good for the base ecosystem too. I don't want a Solana NFT. Not that I care much about where it is, but I especially don't want an NFT on Solana. It is what it is. But I am looking for NFTs on base. You know, like I want NFTs on base. I probably would have minted this if it actually, there we go. Sometimes I got to just say it out loud to, kind of get to what I really feel about it. If this were on base, I would have minted it. And look, they got NFTs on base. They don't have like a PFP on base, but they could have. This should have been on base. I do like Mad Lads. I do. I would like a Mad Lad. Monad NFT's fine. I know there's a good mint here. I know there's a good mint like yesterday or day before that I wish I minted or had a whitelist or whatever. Henry told me about it. Floor price ran up to what, $800-900? I'm rooting for Monad NFTs for sure. Yeah, I think this would have done well on base. But here we go. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. There's no tweets from Doodles too. I mean, nothing. I don't know what they're going to do. I assume, look, their options are cut the supply and make it a very small collection. And if they cut it here, it would be smaller than the Doodles main collection. I don't think that's what they'll do. I think they're just going to airdrop a bunch of their holders. It's the right thing to do. Holders will be happy. If they're ever worth something, your holders benefit. That's what I hope they do. I don't know what happened here, man. I don't know if Burnt Toast is like their main dude, which he is now. Like Burnt Toast is running the thing, the artist, right? Maybe artists aren't the best business people. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much of the talent they lost from, the exit from, a bunch of their employees left. And it was probably the business guys. I think the team's very lean now, and I don't think they got, they got the art. They don't have the business savvy here anymore. It's a bummer. Okay, while we're here, I just want to peek at floor prices. Yeah, and I really do like Mad Lads. Look at Nakamigo's up 15%. I dig that. I want one. Fog's looking terrible. We talked about it on Chart Monkeys yesterday. I mean, just everything execution-wise, I think flawless until reveal. And then I just think there's not enough variety with how they look, right? They're all so samey. And then on top of that, I don't like the strategy token. Burnt Toast has a plan. Okay. We'll trust him. I'm rooting for the guy. Wow. Have Bored Apes. Okay. Pudgies and Bored Apes are about to fall under 5 ETH. At our worst after 1010, did these touch 4? I don't think they touched 4 ETH. Or maybe they did for like, like an offer was accepted and you know what I mean? But we haven't seen Bored Apes selling at 4 ETH, right? MFers and Nakamigos are related? I like both of those a lot. Anyway, man, we might see them in the 4 ETH range. And eventually we'll see them at 3. And eventually we'll see them at 2. Eventually. I'll say that about Bored Apes. I'm not sure about Pudgies, but I think Bored Apes are in big trouble. And Mutants here at 0.7. We'll see Mutants at like a quarter ETH one day. And that's probably not super far off. What a thing to see, man. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Bored Apes launched their merch shop, which I love. I think this is cool as hell. So now this is like a forever online shop. They got hoodies. They got posters. The posters are cool. And I like that they have member exclusive stuff too. I think that's awesome. So they got like hoodies that anybody can buy, but you have to be a Bored Ape holder, I guess, to have the zip up hoodie, which is cool. They should have times where they're free. You know what? It'd be cool as hell on like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or whatever, or on Black Friday, that these were free for holders. Like have a really exclusive short window where holders get it free. They should be doing stuff like that. But yeah, decent looking stuff. And the posters are awesome. I like those a lot. I would hang those on the wall, Socks are cool. Anyway, I like it. We'll see rare stuff go up from time to time. And I like that stuff. I'm a simple man. Just do cool shit. Leonidas got his ordinal sold, guys. Inscription number 69, which I've been fudding, and I still will continue to FUD. And that thing went for 0.2 Bitcoin, $19,000. Yeah. So I'll say, not shocked. No price was going to shock me. If it went at 1 Bitcoin, if it went at 0.01 Bitcoin, nothing shocks me. I think it's a, okay, I think it's a meaningless thing. Whoever bought it doesn't think it's meaningless. By the way, that guy tweeted and, looks at it as kind of a historic kind of thing. So that's the thing. Something's valuable if other people think it's worth something. The end. Doesn't matter if I think it means nothing. Other people do. Well, now we have a floor price for it. If that guy goes and relists this right now, how much money does he lose, though? You know what I mean? Like, he relists it, Dutch auction, it's probably heading back down to 0.1. I don't know. I don't know how many people value that number and value early inscription. And you know what? When I saw the meme, I'll pull it up. When I saw the meme, the actual inscription, like the art, CJ, have a great day, buddy. When dog goes to 10 bill, it'll be worth something for sure. For sure, Mike. I don't know if Leonidas made any comments, but I'll just say this. I thought the art itself was kind of stupid, and I still do. But that said, it actually was a good OG kind of 4chan meme. Like OG, I mean, not really, but kind of. Right? It's an older meme, and I think it was topical. I think it was cool. This dude tweets a lot, huh? Jesus. Whatever. It was that meme that was basically like, currency is gonna be worthless. Like your net worth will be your like meme collection. Basically, was the point of the meme. I like it. Not $20,000 like it. All right, last couple of headlines here. We've got Pudgy Penguins partnering with Icy. New Pudgy costume in their Pudgy party game, which is neat. Partnering with everybody, though. I mean, everybody. Love it. They just hit 1 million downloads, although I don't think that was new, but also it's official, so maybe it's new. I love it. And last story, Beeple has another event going on at his studio in Charleston, South Carolina. So right at Beeple Studios supporting local artists. Cool shit, dude. I love this. Fuck, that was loud, guys. For me, it was. That's badass. I love Beeple. The most important thing we got to be watching for right now in all of crypto, the most important thing, I hope I didn't blow your guys' eardrums out. The most important, actually two, I'll tell you this, two most important things we should be watching for. Personally, just whatever. Watch for a regular Punks collection to come out. I don't think it's going to come out, but if it does, it should be fun. Might have a little motion, but okay, that's not really the thing. The thing is, here it comes. The thing is, you know what's coming. You know. Where's his article, man? I think I passed it. There it is. The most important thing to be watching for right now, just chill, just watch the market, whatever. Be like Luna, short the market. But the one thing we got to be watching for is details on the NFT contest for regular animals. Remember, Beeple, 10 of the NFTs he held back, he's going to release them online through some kind of contest, scavenger hunt. He does scavenger hunts usually. What he's done before is hides the seed phrase across different things, and it's like first get in the wallet and transfer it out, gets it. So I imagine he's going to do something like that soon. So that's what we're watching for. He's essentially giving away, 20 to 25 or 30,000 bucks. 10 people are going to win. Easy money, fun money, or you own a Beeple, right? So pretty cool. We're watching. And I'll keep you posted when it happens, and maybe we stream that live when it happens, and we hunt together. And then, right before we crack it, mysteriously the stream's gonna die. But anyway, we'll keep an eye out for that, guys. That was fun. Tomorrow, I'll keep you posted on tomorrow. Tomorrow, normal show. Friday show. Cats Fanatic joining us for the show. We'll talk prediction markets. We'll talk the week in AI. Actually, dude, talking the week in virtuals will be pretty quick. It's been a pretty slow week in virtuals. We'll still do it, though. Tomorrow might not start, and I'll keep you guys posted, Cats, especially you, might not start at 8 a.m. Eastern time. It might just be normal 9 a.m. Eastern time. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But before you leave, do the thing. Hit the like on the show. Subscribe to CryptoSlam over on YouTube and all the other places. CryptoSlam.io on X. And Slam Nation X on X. Come join us here. Come on the show. I want you on the show. If you're building in this space, I want you on the show. So reach out to us here and come plug into our data. We'll give you credits to tap into our API. We want you. We want you. Cool shit. All right, guys. I hope your day's phenomenal. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Oh, boy. We'll see you guys. Goodbye.